What's up, everybody? In this video, I want to talk about why it could be a good idea to add different apps on your smartphone in the event that things slow down on other apps. Let's get to it right now. When doing multi-apping, you're going to want to think about the market that you work in and what apps are available and what apps work well together. For instance, I like to use DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats together because they have the same kind of workflow and they can continue working together well when you're out doing delivery. They all use the same restaurants, they all work within the same city zones, they all tend to have orders in the same capacity and when it comes to mileage. So these three apps gel very well together when multi-apping. If you're in a hot market that has lots of food restaurants that continue to give orders, I would highly suggest downloading all three of these apps and maybe even more if there are those available in your market and have them on to where you can get the best offers from whatever apps are on versus being locked into one app and having to abide by the rules that they have set for you, especially with DoorDash, and having to feel like you are taking orders that you don't really want to take versus having three apps on and being able to pick and choose what orders work best for you and what orders work best for the type of driver that you are. I would also say if you wanted to add in different apps like Delivered or Deliver That, they gel well, although you'll probably need to pause your other three apps, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, when doing a catering order because this order typically takes 20 minutes up to maybe an hour to deal with, and you wouldn't want your app making a whole bunch of noise when you're trying to set up someone's catering order. But those orders from Delivered and Deliver That, because they're typically a catering order, are going to need to be picked up during the slow part of the mid morning around 10 to 10:30 and set up around 11 to 11:30 for companies who have an extraordinary amount of food needed delivered. And you can then just jump back on your other three apps right at the lunch rush. You can use them to fill the void during that mid morning slowdown if you're a driver who's out in the morning times. If you're a driver who is in a market that has Spark or Amazon Flex, I would highly suggest adding them to your phone as well. And during those times of day when Spark is busy, turn it on alongside your food apps, see what comes. If there's good orders, or if Spark is a better app for your market and DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub is a lot slower in your market, so what? Turn all of them on and have the options in the background for you to be able to continue taking orders when they come available. Amazon Flex, I will say, is one to have in the background, but is not one that works or gels well with any of these apps because the blocks are 3 hours up to 4 hour blocks. Now, it may not take you the actual 3 to 4 hours to do the order, but you're going to need to set aside at least a couple of hours to do an Amazon Flex order. So obviously, you're not going to have DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub running in the background while you're driving around with 40 packages in your car and delivering those packages. But what you can do is you can check the offers that day. And if your market tends to be slow and you're not receiving orders through food or through Spark or whatever else you utilize, Instacart maybe, you can set a block up that works for you and is the kind of money that you're looking to make, and you can earn during those slow periods. So it can be used as a backup app for you versus just an app that you only do. These apps, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Delivered, Deliver That, and Amazon Flex, they allow you to download the app, become a part of their system, and utilize the app at your beck and call. So you can do whatever you want to do outside of the work as long as you're fulfilling some of the order needs throughout the month. If you go too long, maybe a 60-day period without doing any orders, you may be kicked off an app or you may be requested to do some deliveries. That way, the app knows that you're still participating in their program. But as gig workers, part time, full time, weekend warriors, typically we're going to be doing orders here and there that fulfill the requirements. And you'll always be able to be on these apps. So there's really no reason why you shouldn't have these on your phone, have them available, keep options open for you to make more money throughout each week and actually obtain the earnings that you're looking to obtain versus narrowing down to one or two apps that seem to be good right now in your market, but they may have this ebb and flow that doesn't really help you. Think through what works out in your market. Think through what's best for you and your time frame of when you work, what days a week you work, and start to research different apps that are available in your market or in a nearby market that could be beneficial to you. Even if you have to drive 30 minutes to another city to do some Amazon orders, it could still benefit you when your town is slow on the other apps. Go through your phone, download these apps, have them running in the background, utilize them, and you will make more money. You will earn more. And I think it'll help you be a little happier out here as a delivery driver when you're having rough days on certain apps. You guys get out there, stay safe, take care.